And just before introducing myself, let me tell you that we are sitting right in front of the most beautiful parliament in the world. We are here in Budapest, Hungary, and this is the parliament. This is a very beautiful sightseeing area.
Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. For those who are joining in for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, like and share my video. Today I have a beautiful girl. She's going to introduce herself and then we can go straight into what has brought us here. Today we have a big surprise. We have a nice topic, a nice story that my guest is going to be talking about, sharing her experience. As you can see, we are in Hungary and we are foreigners, so there has to be a reason why we came here. Everyone has their own reasons and she's going to share with us her story. So let me let her introduce herself, then we can go straight into this story.
And yeah, just to introduce myself, my name is Wejden. I am 24 years old. I am originally from Tunisia, but I have been living here in Budapest in Hungary for the last 3 years. I came here basically to get my master's degree, and then I got awarded a scholarship to study doctoral studies, my PhD basically. So now I finished 1 year of my PhD and I still have 3 years going on.
Okay, and how old are you?
As I said, yeah, I'm 24 years old.
Okay.
Pretty young for a PhD, but yeah, everything is possible in Hungary.
I see. And so before you came to Hungary, what was your level of education in Tunisia?
I got my bachelor's degree in English language, literature and civilization from the University of Manouba, that's right in the capital of Tunisia. And yeah, right after that I just decided to get my postgraduate studies somewhere abroad, so I started applying for different opportunities like in France, in Belgium, in Poland, and as well here in Hungary. So I was just browsing some opportunities around, and then yes, I started applying. I was lucky enough to get some opportunities, but then I decided to go for this one here in Budapest in Hungary.
And what's the name of the scholarship?
Okay, the program that I came here with for my master's degree is called Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship program. I think Alan would be putting the links for you later, so that you can have an idea about it. The program is open for people from, I think, around 60 countries around the world. So wherever you are from and whenever you are now, you can just, I think, apply to study either a bachelor's degree or a master's, also PhD full-time.
Okay, and are there like qualifications, like do I need to get worried of something before I apply for this opportunity, or like something like that?
Well, usually for bachelor and masters it's quite easy compared to PhD, but it's also very feasible and doable. You just need to prepare the usual documents, you need to check the requirements of each faculty, each university, each department, because they differ from one to another, and then you also need to check your country, like, because we have the standing partner and they are responsible for nominating people and doing the pre-selection for Hungary, and you just need to check with them what they are asking for. So it really varies from a country to another.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. And as for those who are, like I said, if you are very new to this channel, we usually talk about stories or people's stories. Actually, none of these stories are mine. Well, I also share my own story. So just to inspire some people who are out there, especially the youth, those who are looking for jobs, those who are looking for scholarship opportunities, those who are looking, it's just a circle of stories that we share on my channel. And I just ask my guest another question. So about the scholarships, so is there some benefits, like are there some benefits that you get?
Yes, definitely. So this Stipendium Hungaricum is a fully funded scholarship.
Okay.
Basically, what you get is that in some countries they cover the flight for you to come from your country and to come back. In the Tunisian case, this is not covered, but there are so many other things which are beneficial. So basically, your application for visa is totally on this sending partner, which is usually the Ministry of Higher Education. You don't need to pay for any visa fees. later on, once you come here, you will find help with all of the documents and the administrative tasks that you need to go through when you are first settling down in your new country. So there is this kind of support. There is also all of your tuition fees are covered. So for example, if you have a master's program, this is usually like for 4 semesters, it's gonna be all paid for you by the Tempest Public Foundation, which is sponsoring basically the Stipendium Hungaricum program. If you are going for a PhD program, this is gonna be 8 semesters fully paid. It's not only your tuition fees as well that are covered, but it's also your public insurance here if you need to see any general practitioner or go to a public hospital. Your private insurance as well is fully covered, so you can get to any private hospital or cabinet just to do any of your medical checks. And yeah, you get the opportunity for traveling and for doing so many activities, I guess. So it's pretty enjoyable. And the most important part is that you actually get a stipend. So basically, if you are in bachelor's or master's degree, you will earn around 80,000 forint per month. I think it's a little bit more, but I'm not quite certain about it now. And for PhD, you will get 180,000 forint. Yes, the local currency, yes, it's per month. For all of the duration of your studies. I think for the PhD students during the last 2 years, you will earn 220,000 forint per month. So yes, it's a pretty good money and a pretty good opportunity actually to come study here in Budapest.
Okay.
The best part is that you will live in an international community, and I think this is an experience that is priceless basically.
So talking about the life as a student here, how is the life generally, especially we are talking about students who are foreigners and the students who are locals here, like how do you guys interact, because for example the language and also like activities, like do you guys like cooperate, or like how is the experience with the locals, the students?
Yes, well, it's out of my experience, which I am very happy about and proud of. I would say that Budapest and Hungary in general is one of the best destinations for students to come. The universities are really multinational. You would find yourself living in a dormitory, for example, or living in a flat with people from everywhere in the world, like something that you wouldn't really imagine usually. Like I'm Tunisian, I'm from North Africa, I've met people from Southeast Asia to Latin America to, I don't know, north of Europe, so it's basically from everywhere. It's also, there are so many activities around here you can get to experience. You can just go anywhere around Hungary. You can also get to travel a lot. It's somehow cheap in terms of budget. You can spend really less money and you would live to the fullest, let's say. The language part is, some people also get to learn Hungarian. It's a difficult language, but it's a very beautiful
nice
one.
experience.
So yes, it's also something additional to your own, let's say, professional or personal experience. So yes, there are so many things that you can do here. We can also get the chance to meet Hungarians, and I've had like really nice people as well. So that's something also enjoyable. So it's a really full experience.
Okay, and so about if you're a student here in Hungary, especially if you're a foreigner and you're having a scholarship, do you also have a chance to work?
Yes, that is also very possible. So basically students get the ability to work 24 hours per week in student jobs. You can work at companies, you can work at restaurants, like anywhere you would want. So this is also a very nice thing to be able to support your own expenses. Let's say if you want to rent a nicer flat, if you want to travel around a lot, if you want to just go anywhere, then yes, it's possible to work, yes.
Okay, and how about the visa? How does the visa work? Like, do you get a student visa? Is it like, what's the type of visa that you get when you are studying here?
All right. Well, as I said at the beginning, that our visa is also sponsored in terms of paper and in terms of money by the Tempest Public Foundation, sponsoring our scholarships. So it's starting from when you are back at home. For example, my case, when I was in Tunisia, I went to the embassy of Hungary there, and I just gave them my documents. I didn't need to pay any money, and I got 1 month of student visa. I think it's D-type visa. And once you come here to Hungary, then the university will be also helping you to get. Actually, you will find your residence permit ready. It's residence permit for the purpose of studies, and it will also mention the type of program you are in. For example, if you come with the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship, it will be also mentioned there, and they will also write down the university name that you are studying at. For example, I am studying at the best university here in Hungary. It's called ELTE, or Eötvös-Loránd University, and that's also mentioned in my residence permit. So yes, this residence permit, it's usually they give you for 2 years, and then if your program is more than 2 years, then you can just submit the documents again here at the immigration office and renew it. So the procedure is somehow easy. It takes, I don't know, around 3 weeks to a month to be ready. But as I said, it's free, and you have the letter of acceptance from the university, you have the letter of award, and you have accommodation provided usually at the beginning. You can choose to stay in a dorm, for example, if you would like to experience the dormitory life. So basically, yes, everything is covered and it's feasible.
So as a student, do you usually get discounts on maybe events, some functions or parties? Like, tell us about that interesting part. Everyone would want to know if they pay or if it's free as long as you present your ID.
Yes. Well, it's an amazing opportunity if you are a student here in Budapest or in Europe in general, because wherever you would go, you can say that you are a student, and you can just show your ID, student ID card here, and then it's gonna give you discounts everywhere. And you can also go for free to many places. You can visit different museums, you can go to different concerts, you can go, for example, to swimming pools or thermal baths that Hungary is famous with a very with a very good price.
Okay, and another thing that I wanted to ask you about the life. How is the life generally here in Hungary as a student? How is the life generally here?
Well, I would say it's pretty enjoyable. Like, I've been to many countries around here, and I would say Budapest is one of the best. I got the chance to, as I said, to get my master's degree here. I also got my chance again to start my PhD studies. I got to meet so many nice people around the world, including Alan from Uganda, which I wouldn't really think of meeting if I was back at home in Tunisia. I had the chance to actually work in 2 multinational companies. I also worked in a hotel. So yes, and in terms of financing myself, I was able to become completely independent and support myself. And the best part was that I had the chance to visit around 30 countries in Europe and in the world, which is something really amazing. So in a short period of time, you would have the opportunity to just go from a place to another. You know, it's just that Budapest is a very central location. Like, the flights are super cheap from here. Going with the bus as well to some neighboring countries is also very good. So yes, it was a very nice chance. Like, you can just go around everywhere you would want, and that's the luxury here.
Okay, and so we are now coming to the part of which advice can she give to people who are, like, maybe someone just did like high school and they are thinking of giving up. She's going to talk on behalf of females to advise or to give a simple tips for those people who would want to find scholarship and how easy they can do that. You know, because I realize that some people they just want to travel, but of course they want to have their masters, their PhD, but sometimes they didn't find the way, or maybe they didn't find the resources. So how would you advise people who want, like, what are the starting steps?
Well, I would have a lot of things to say about this, I guess. The first and the most important thing is that you should really devote lots of time for this. You know, finding the right opportunities is not the easiest job, let's say. You should look out for opportunities everywhere. You should build your own network, let's say. You should ask this person, the other person. You should go to this place, to the other institution, and then check what is available everywhere. Finding information in Tunisia wasn't the easiest thing, and knowing about scholarships like this wasn't the easiest part as well. So it was somehow a struggle, but you know, with every struggle something nice would come with it. So I think the 1-year procedure that I had to go through before starting to apply for the scholarship, and then applying for it, preparing my documents, having the interviews and the entrance exams with the university that will accept me here, and then finally getting the last information about me getting accepting and being awarded for the scholarship. It was a really long procedure, but it was also beneficial, because with every step you would learn something. So I would say just don't really give up from the beginning, because you just need to keep on working on that, to keep on searching for information, to keep applying, and you would never know. You can get many rejections. I got many rejections in many places, but I also got accepted in so many programs. I would have never imagined myself going to the United Nations program at the age of 22, for example. Yeah, I'm also now going for another opportunity with the Council of Europe, something that I would have never imagined doing at the age of 24. So it's just about applying, trying to improve from yourself as well, trying to develop yourself, to get into so many trainings, to participate, for example, in or work or volunteer with the international organizations, locally or anywhere in the world. There are so many fully funded opportunities for people who also don't have the financial abilities to go abroad. Programs like the one I am part of now is bringing around 5,000 students from everywhere in the world. This is a huge number, and a fully funded scholarship that is not given to everyone, but you or anyone who is watching can have the opportunity to be part of. You never know, you can be sitting next year just in front of the parliament that we are just like us right now, you know. So yes, just keep working, develop, train yourself, devote time, keep your passion going. Think about, I don't know, most of us dream about traveling, so just think about, oh, I would want to go from this place to this place, and then that's it, you can just get it, just work on it.
And maybe patience, right?
Yes, you definitely need to be patient.
Yeah,
yes.
Because I'm thinking, like, when you get rejected like 2 times, 3 times, and you're like, no. I think also if you be patient and you keep trying, I think you can reach there.
What I would usually say, maybe in this part, yes, as I said, I did get rejections so many times, but at the same time, every rejection taught me something. So basically, I am learning from the mistakes that I did in this application, or I'm looking at my resume and seeing what's missing here, what I would want to go, or what I would want to do in the future. Then I would just look at my goals. I would plan for everything ahead, and then try to map or put a plan for everything that I would want to go. If I'm at this point A and I want to reach this point B, then I should put this roadmap, let's say, to it, and this is gonna be helpful for you, because you know, like, okay, for example, I would want to go for a soft skills training, or I don't know, an IT training, and then this would help you if you want to become an engineer for the future. This is just an example, but as I'm saying, that there are so many opportunities there, just look out for the one that is right for you.
Good luck, guys. So I think we've covered most of the things, and if there is any topic that you want me to bring out to you, or if there is any clarification that you want to know about studying in Europe, studying in Hungary, or the programs that you want to know which are provided by this program, I'm going to be sharing some links in the description, so you can just try to go through them, and some of the universities, like her university, which is one of the best, you can still see what they can offer, because what she's studying, it might be different from what you want to study, but I think they have like many programs, right?
Hungary is indeed offering, especially with the scholarship program, there are so many programs that you can apply for, so many universities, highly ranked among the world, and yes, there is a variety of programs. You just need to look out for the website, and then maybe be in touch with the coordinators at each university, and then it's gonna be working pretty well for you.
Thank you so much. Our guest, I'm going to pronounce her name for the very first time. I hope I'm going to pronounce it well. Weshden.
Yes, it's Weshden. Yes.
Weshden. Thank you so much, Weshden, for joining and share your story. I hope you guys have been inspired by her story. So let's hope for your nice comments and your questions, everything that you want to know on how you can come to Europe, how you can study in Hungary. you will be seeing, I'm going to share, I think she has Facebook,
Yes.
and you can reach out to her, or you can see which program because most of the things she does, most of the things are on her profile, so you can check them out. You can also follow me on Instagram. I think she's not on Instagram.
I don't have a social
Yeah, but she's
media
on
now.
Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. And if you need anything or any more stories about life in Europe, you can still check my YouTube channel. I have a lot there. I've shared more stories, and please subscribe, like. So this is all what we had, and I think see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.